Please welcome the incredible, all the way from the Len, down under, Kiki Keysers.
Thank you, Renee.
Oh my gosh.
So great to be here today.
I know, sometimes I'm like, I can't believe we're friends.
Yeah. It's, I love our story.
Yep.
Yeah. Love our
Well,
story.
yeah, so I've been wearing your brand, your label for quite some time, and then I met you, and you're like, I don't even know how it all transpired, but you're in Dan's coaching program.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
how'd you discover him?
Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram. I was run to the ground, broken in China, trying to do everything, and just came across Dan. I thought he aligns with my values, and I joined the coaching program, and then met your wonderful self, who has already purchased Kivari and loves Kivari. So yeah, it's incredible.
So how did you, okay, so let's like rewind here. Fashion. I feel like there's a lot of people that dream of starting their own line.
Yeah.
And they start, and it's like, it's the crazy experience. I remember probably grade 9 or 10, my friend Patty and I, my mom had a really like beautiful sewing machine and like all this stuff, all these like ends of materials. We would get this to create the what's it called? The template for the dress. What's it called? The
Like a pattern.
Yeah, the pattern.
Yeah.
I would lie her down on a piece of material and take chalk
Oh.
and like outline her body, give it an extra inch on each side, and throw it together.
See, you already know.
Oh.
Get your seam allowance in there, Renee. That's perfect.
Yeah, so we created the tube dresses.
I love these.
That were so tight around the hips and like super loose on the waist. But it just goes to show that like sometimes it just looks so simple. Or sometimes it's like, hey, can I just like send this pattern and this design to somebody and they'll sew it?
Yep.
But there's way more. And like, sure, that's probably the easy part, right?
Yeah.
There's so much complexity in it, but you took the chance. When did this all begin? Tell us your story.
How did it begin? So I was a radiographer. I studied radiography at university. I studied for 5 years. I was practicing radiography, and during that time I went on a trip to Bali. And while I was there, I got super inspired by all the amazing, they're very creative over there. You know, they make and sew, and it's a beautiful country. And so while I was there, I thought, you know what, like I love fashion. I love designing. I love the freedom of being able to travel and potentially freedom of having something that's mine and I own. And I love creating. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to stay here another week. All my friends went home, and I'm going to get my last $200 that I had for that holiday, and I'm going to go to these tailors and design some little leather wallets and bags. And so that's what I did. So I designed these little leather wallets and bags, and packed them into my surfboard case and my suitcase and dragged them back home with me, praying that customs would not stop me because I had no money to pay the customs duties. And and then I got back home and I started selling them at the local markets.
So how many did you bring back?
Oh gosh, they were only like tiny, like literally little zip wallets. Not many, maybe 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long
wallets
ago
and
was
bags.
this?
So I quit radiography 11 years ago this month, but prior to that it was like a couple of years prior, so 13 years ago. Yeah.
And you're just like, you loved the process.
Oh, it's pretty wild, like, you know, out there designing. I always wanted to study fashion, but I didn't know how to. And at university, my parents said, you know, you need to get a safe, real job. Fashion was hard and it's competitive. So I listened to them, and not to blame them or anything like that, because I'm very happy with the journey. But yeah, that's what they said. So I did radiography, but I always wanted this creative outlet. So I got there in the end, and got my little leather wallets and bags made, brought them back home, started selling at the markets. People brought them. I was like, wow, like these bags and wallets are selling. Yes, some of them are my friends.
Yeah.
Supporting me.
Buy.
But they were selling, so I just repeated the process.
That is cool.
Go back to Bali, design more leather wallets and bags, bring them back home again, sell them at the markets.
Oh, wow.
And this process kept going. I got more and more money to reinvest into more leather wallets and bags, brought them back home again. And that eventually turned into making clothing because that's really where I wanted to get into. So, yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Yep.
so then was the clothing created in Bali? No.
Yeah, clothing as
was.
well.
Oh, wow.
Everything was over there.
So was there a name for these little leather, like the brand back then? Or was it
No,
just
nothing.
Okay.
I literally had nothing. I got the little wallets, bags, bit of clothing, and started selling it. Nothing was perfect. I had a bunch of product, no brand, no label, probably a sheet over our camping table that I sold at the market.
Yes.
So I think people these days wait for things to be perfect,
Yes.
wait for the perfect moment or the perfect tag or the perfect Instagram visuals. But really, you've just got to go in and start.
100%.
Even today, like people might look at Kivari and think, oh, it's perfect. But it's not. There's always things to learn and grow from. So you've just got to throw yourself in there and just give it a shot.
Oh my gosh. So how many stores do you have now?
We have 11 retail stores. There'll be 14 at the end of this year.
Oh my God.
Yes.
So that's no joke. And then you wholesale too, because I bought a dress, the Kivari dress, at the boutique here at the Bohem. That place, did you go?
Not yet.
Okay.
Today, I think I'm going to pop in there today.
And that's
Say
when
hi.
that's when I discovered the label.
Yes.
And I was like, I loved it. The weight, fit, and all that stuff.
Thank you.
And just meeting you, I was like, wait, she's cool too.
Oh,
and
thanks,
fun.
Renee. So are you.
Cool and fun and a great mom. And
Yeah.
we have so many like aligned values too.
Yeah.
And I love that about you. But also how seamless you make this all seem, right? So there's like this pretty little like tip of the iceberg Kiki that looks cute and has a great label. Mm-hmm. And there's a whole chunk underneath.
Yeah.
Right now,
Yeah.
what is the hardest part in running this business?
Yeah, I think from the outside it always looks pretty, and there's a lot of things that people don't see.
Yeah.
And I think one of the ones I think no one talks about is showing up when you don't want to. Yeah, I think that's one that hit me recently. About a month ago, actually no, it was about 3 months ago, my son got really sick and we didn't know what was wrong with him. So we're in and out of hospital, the children's hospital, with blood tests and ultrasounds, and when you don't know as a parent, you're in like fight mode, like, what's going on? And we still didn't know, and I dropped him to daycare once he was better. And the teacher softly said to me, she's like, are you okay? And I was like, just bursted out in tears, like uncontrollably crying. I could not stop. Now, on that day, I was launching our Black Friday sale, our biggest event of our entire year. It was actually the biggest day Kivari's ever done in history.
Oh, wow.
This one day, and I had to rock into work, after being a complete mess 15 minutes ago, wipe my tears away, walk in there and just be like high-fiving the team, let's go, you've worked for 6 months for this day, well done, and all I wanted to do was curl up in a ball and cry, rock myself to sleep, So these moments like this, that as a leader, there's no separation between being a mum and a leader. You're always on all the time, and it's hard to, and this,
gosh.
trying to juggle it all and show up. And
I remember the year in my first agency, the one that was doing so well. We just finished going through due diligence to be acquired, and things kind of spiraled after that when my business partner left and all this stuff happened. And I remember making the decision to shut the doors. I was so burnt out.
Yeah.
It wasn't even worth being the earnout. If we got acquired was 2 years. I'm like, I did not. I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm so done.
Yeah.
And the 2 weeks leading up to the day that I was letting people go was so tough, because I was doing all the paperwork and making sure the clients were set, the team was set. There was so much going on behind the scenes. Plus I had to show up 9 to 5. And it was during the pantsuit nation kind of theme that was happening with Hillary Clinton. And when she's super feminine, woman power.
Yeah.
And I would go to where I like to wear a little eye makeup and
Yeah.
lips. I love to wear makeup.
Yeah.
And I went to work those 2 weeks without makeup because I was so busy crying on the way to the office. There was no point because it was just so tough. And like I had little babies back home.
Wow.
Like 2 and 3-year-olds.
Wow.
And so I remember showing up for work one day and they're like, Renee, you look tired. And I was like,
You're
oh,
like-
you know, I'm like, no makeup. Yeah, Pantsuit Nation. Let's go.
Oh, this big
Hashtag.
iceberg underneath. It's like,
And then I
know?
had to lay off 4 people on one day.
wow.
And it was the gnarliest experience because
Yeah.
there was like one person who did not handle it very well at
Wow.
all.
And you
got
take that.
violent.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, threatened.
Wow.
All this stuff. Then there were a couple other people who were like, "Oh, that sucks. Can you make sure that you do this, this, and this for me?" And it's just like there's just more demands.
Yeah. Shutting down business, showing up.
You have to show
Yeah.
up, regardless
Yeah.
of the big cry fest you just had. Your
Yeah.
team needs you. Your clients need you.
Yeah.
Like your family needs you. And there gets a point when you're like, when is it my time?
Yeah.
To just be like,
Yeah.
and so you had that moment of like crack open cry,
Oh, it was like,
ugly cry.
oh, I could not stop crying. My eyes were red. I was like, I don't want to go home and put mascara on because I was meant to be at work at 9 o'clock and they've launched this sale, you know.
You got through it.
Team, but I must have looked shocking. Shocking.
Yeah.
But so it's hard. I think it's hard to do both, and just having that balance as a leader and a founder, you know, you never switch off.
No.
Unfortunately, but you know, I wouldn't have it any other way. I love my kids and I love my business, so you just have to keep pushing through and take the punches and fall and rise and just keep going.
So, okay. So now I mean, like, first of all, your designs are so awesome, beautiful,
Thank you.
great quality, like really good for like capsule wardrobes and like traveling too. Because I have
Yes.
like so many of your dresses and stuff. They come with me everywhere.
Yeah.
How did you get to the first store?
So market stores, I kept going there. I got pulled aside by my dad at one point and he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Oh, you know, I'm just selling these wallets at the market store." He's like, "But you've got a job." He's like, "You're a radiographer. You're making really good money." He's like, "You're mad. You're wasting your time. Like, what are you doing this for?" I was like, "But Dad, I love it.
Oh, no.
I love it."
Yeah.
Like, he didn't understand. Anyway, so after that conversation, I was like, I want to prove to you that I can do this, and I'm going to make the same amount of money at these market stores as I am, profit, I should say, as I am a radiographer. And so that was my goal. So I did that. I was like, yes, done it. And once I got there, I was like, okay, I want to turn over $1 million. So I had all these little goals, not on paper, actually, just in my mind, that I was going for. And then I did that. I hit the $1 million. I was like, wow. Then after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to pack my bag, leave my partner at the time, and I'm going to throw my whole life into the back of my old Nissan X-Trail, and I'm going to drive to Bondi Beach, and I'm going to do the markets down there because that's the global stage and that's where everyone's going to see me. Yeah, right. So I did this one market down at Bondi Beach, and it was a disaster.
Oh no!
Complete, utter.
Wait, was this just with the wallets, or this was?
I had a bit of clothing then as well.
Okay. So
I
the
was-
clothing manufactured with the same.
All in Bali
Okay.
still. So I was still going back and forth to
Yep.
Bali. I had quit radiography by this stage. I packed my bag and moved to Bondi. So this market store, I was like, yes, this is it. This is where I'm going to make it. And it was horrendous. It was the hottest day. I was at the back on this basketball court, and it was so blue I couldn't even see the reflection.
no.
There was all these fake Chinese kind of shops there. And I was like, but I'm a designer, and
Yeah.
I've shoved down the back. Anyway, it was horrendous.
Oh no!
And I thought, what have I done? Like, actually, what have I done? And half an hour before that market closed, a girl came across to me and she said, "Oh, hi, I've got a market store across here and I'm looking at doing a pop-up shop. Do you want to join me?" And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll do that. Where is it? She said, it's in Freshwater. I was like, oh, okay, where's Freshwater? And she's like, it's near Manly. I was like, Manly, perfect. The guy I'm seeing at the moment, who's now my husband, lives in Manly. So this is going to be perfect. Yes, let's do it. Let's go. So said yes, and off I went to open the pop-up shop. Did $10,000 in my first weekend
Oh wow!
in this pop-up shop. And I never did another market after that.
And that's where your first store is.
And it's my first store, which you've been to.
I've been to.
I know.
It's so cool.
Yeah, it's crazy how even like the darkest times, your darkest moments or your experiences where you think I shouldn't be here, what am I doing? Something just happens and turns it around. And that was one of those pivotal moments for me where, yeah, I said yes. I did the pop-up store and I had a key. I could walk in there. My product was on the shelves.
That's cool.
I used to pump the music up and like dance around. I was like, how good is this, you know? And that's where it started. That's where the retail.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and now your store, the designs are so cool.
Thank you.
I love them. So going back to your dad that had this doubt.
Yeah.
So I want to come up with this term. Maybe I'll just call it dad doubt. I don't know what it is.
Dad doubt.
But there's always somebody in somebody's journey that does something or says something that's like either crush the vision or I'm going to prove you wrong.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, you need those people.
Yeah.
You need the
100%.
dad saying, what are you doing?
100%.
Because you could be like, you're right, Dad, I'll just stop this. Or you can be like, no, I'm going to prove to you. Right? And that's what I did with my event. That's what I'm doing with the podcast is all these doubts. People are like, you're not good. Like the podcast was actually Dan. He's like, oh yeah, I don't believe that you'll launch it. Put a day on the calendar. Did.
I love that.
And then I said, would you be a guest on my show? He goes, after you publish 100 episodes. And I did the math and I was like, oh my gosh, this is going to take me forever.
This.
Got to 100. Got
How many
to
do you have
200.
now, though? You've got like
got
300.
to 300.
Yes.
And he's been my 100th episode. So like 100, 200, 300.
I love that.
Reserved for him. Gosh, I don't even know what we're at right now. Let me check.
Can I guess and say 357?
Because you've been listening.
The 14-hour plane ride.
377.
Okay. I was off by 20.
377. Yes. I've been doing 2 a weeks, interviews and then solos. But the dad doubts. The people are like, oh no, who are you to do this?
Yeah.
Like really though, Kiki, who were you to do this? Because you never went to fashion school. You never worked in fashion.
No.
So right? So like, I'm sure you were like, who am I to do this? And how did you get past that?
I think it's just taking it slow. So just starting the fashion brand was one step at a time. It was like one sale, one conversation, one retail store, another retail store. So it was step by step and slowly building. And there's definitely been times I've doubted imposter syndrome is around, and all the time not all the time. I'll be lying if I said I didn't get imposter syndrome. And I think it's kind of good for you sometimes to kind of, challenge yourself and sit back and think, yeah, I deserve to be here and I will be here and I will show up and I'll continue to show up. And I'm a very determined person and I'm passionate, and I feel those two things, if you really find your passion and what you love doing, you can do anything.
It's true.
You can do anything. But you've got to find your passion because you're going to work friggin' hard.
I know.
It's going to grind. It's day in, day out, consistency, showing up, failing forward, failing again, getting back up quicker than you fell down last time to keep going again. And unless you've got that passion, it won't succeed. So you've got to find that passion to keep going.
So I interviewed Liz Moody earlier, and we talked about this too, because I go, like, work, no matter what, it's going to be hard. There's going to be hard days. But the hard is different when it's something that you truly love doing.
100%.
Right? So like I was successful PR agency owner, and that was hard work, and I hated it because I kind of just slipped into the industry. And then before I knew it, I'm like, I'm running a PR agency and I do not like this industry.
Wow.
And
so
I
that would have
stayed
been
there.
hard.
And like working
that's a
hard.
grind.
It's a grind
because
everything I'm doing, I'm like, write a pitch, follow up with the pitch, come up with a new angle, look for opportunities. I was like, and it's 24/7.
Yeah.
But this is a different hard when it's like my event, my podcast.
Yeah.
For you, it's a different hard because, sure, there's some days you're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here.
Yeah.
But there's a bigger purpose.
Yeah.
You're employing people. You're creating you're making women feel so confident and beautiful in the clothes. Like there's such impact with what you're doing.
Yeah.
So that makes the hard more palpable.
It does. It does. I think for Kivari, we're like the ultimate trifecta of style, strength, and confidence. And women deserve to feel confident. They deserve to feel amazing. They deserve to look good when they go out. I know I feel good if I'm wearing something I feel good in it.
Yeah, you always
Fits
look
really
good.
well. So do you.
You always look
You
good.
just come a model for me. I'm telling you, Renee.
Oh my God. Only in Greece, though.
Okay, we can go to Greece. I can make that happen.
Right. And then Kiki will take the pictures.
yes.
The other Kiki.
Yeah. So, it's I had a moment today actually at the hotel down the road, and
So cool.
I was standing there with the Kivari bag, and this lady came up to me in Kelowna. I'm a long way from home here, and she's like, "Oh my God, is there a Kivari shop here?" Because I had the Kivari bag in my hand, and I was like, "Oh no!" And Jackie, a friend, jumped in and said, "Yeah, but she's the owner," and the lady was like, "Oh, like."
That's like the holy fucking airball moment.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was literally, I was like, this is wild. Like, is it a sign
I
here to
told you,
store here?
people here, they know about it. They do.
Yeah.
They know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're wrapping it all the time and look amazing in it. So,
Well, thank you.
This helps.
I know.
Yeah.
I should get like an affiliate and be like, yo, go buy this dress. Here you
Yes,
go.
I like this idea.
You know what? She brings me stuff all the time. I love it. It's
Get a
not why
bag
we're
full of
friends, but
surprises.
such a bonus because I
Yeah.
love this stuff so much.
Thank you.
And then like I have so many questions because it's such an industry that I have never ever like asked questions about.
Yeah.
And okay, so for the Pink Skirt Project, there's this really cool boutique shop called Ciao Boutique. It's an Italian boutique. They have gorgeous stuff there.
Yeah.
You can actually go and get custom stuff done, and it's really not
Oh.
expensive.
Wow.
So you show up, and they literally have this like stick figure sketch of a person.
Yeah.
And you sit there, and you can create your own design.
What? And they make it.
And you choose your fabric, they send it to Italy, and it comes back. And it's like
Wow.
fast, and it's not that expensive. So the first skirt I had on when I went on stage at the Pink Skirt Project was
yes.
a custom Renee Warren.
I love
label.
that.
It was fun.
It looked great.
So how do you
Yeah.
come up with the designs for your stuff?
So it's a big process.
Yeah, I
It's
bet.
a year. So at the moment, myself and the team are working on next July, August, September delivery.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you got to make
year.
some pink skirts, just saying, you know.
Make some big skirts. Oh my gosh, yes, of course, we can do that. Yeah. Yes.
Awesome. I think
It
pink's
is.
going to be back in style. Like,
Pink is always in style in Kivari.
The heck yes.
It is. So it starts there. It's a year out. It's a huge process. We have 14 incredible people on the design team.
Wow.
130 across the business, all females apart from 2 males. One is my husband. The other one is our finance director. Does he count? And
awesome.
incredible team, 14. And of that design team, we have in-house print designers. So all our prints are actually done in-house as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So we initially come up with the concept. The concept for the current season we're designing is Dutch heritage. So my father was Dutch.
love
He was an
that.
immigrant, moved out from Holland when he was 21. And my head of design, her grandparents were Dutch. So yeah, we're going to shoot it in Holland, which is exciting.
So when do I have to be there? joking.
Yeah.
I've never been.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so then timeline. You conceptualize the theme,
The theme.
like the prints, the fabrics.
And we dive into prints first.
Okay.
So the prints are inspired by like the Flemish lace or the Delft, anything that inspires us from kind of the Dutch culture. A lot of our collections are around travel, freedom, nostalgic moments, coastal beach countries.
Okay.
That's kind of the inspiration. That is Kivari. So yeah, we start there, and then from there we do the prints. From there we design the silhouettes that go into the prints. They get sent off to China. We manufacture out of now. Not much Bali anymore, unfortunately. From there we get a proto back. We do the fits, and then we send them out again to get SMS, so salesman samples. We get 5 of each garment as a salesman sample. It's a huge process.
And then when do the photo shoots happen in this?
Not to the end.
Okay.
Yes, the garments come back, and then we shoot them in the studio.
Yeah.
We put them into a lookbook, and then they get sent to our wholesale partners. So we have a showroom in LA and New York. And in Australia, we have our internal wholesale agent, and we get the orders. The orders come in, we top them up our retail orders, and then we send them out to China to get made to
Oh
our
my God,
factories.
it's
We have about
massive
8
process.
partners we work with that we've been working with for a long time. So it's a huge process. So the campaign's right at the very end
Yeah.
in Holland.
Yeah.
Love you to join, Renee.
I know. I guess I
Yeah.
should. When is the date? Oh, I'm fascinated.
Yeah.
So, like, where was
And
I
then-
the other day? someone asked, oh, it was actually Lori Harder. We were sitting down and she's like, if you could just like wildly do something in a completely different industry, anything you like without any sort of like walls or barriers, what would you do? And instantly I was like, jewelry.
Oh.
I would.
Wow.
I love jewelry.
I love this.
Yeah. So if you ever need somebody to have input on jewelry, I just want to design it. This is why. So Cooper here, his girlfriend Morgan has Mogano, which is the jewelry company that's right outside the Delta. Yeah.
Yes, you brought me some when you were in Australia.
Yeah, and I have
the
these
earrings.
are like these are little hoops. Yeah, and like
Beautiful.
I don't know what necklace I'm wearing. This is a gift.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're at the part where you have the photo shoot.
Yep,
No.
so we do the photo
Okay.
shoot.
Yeah.
And that is like that's my favorite part of the job.
Okay.
Favorite part of the job is conceptualizing the start of the collection and then actually being on location and seeing the product come to life.
And you do such good photo shoots.
The models, and it's fun. I get to travel. This is my dream job. I've literally made my dream job. I can travel. I'm making beautiful product. I'm making women feel amazing.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really important to find your passion out there and just go
Well, I
for
mean,
it.
it sounds really dreamy to be able. Where were you? Was your last photo shoot in Greece? Was that? Where was it?
Italy.
Was it Italy?
Italy,
Because
yeah.
Jackie and I were joking. We're like, where does Kiki need us? We're coming. We'll hold up the lights and we'll be there.
Yeah, it was in Italy. Yeah, so it's fun. You know, you're there with the locals, and you've got Italian guy driving you around. It's just really authentic when you shoot in Europe, and it just really brings
so
the
true, huh?
collection.
There's something about, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the history.
I think it's the history, the
It's-
town,
And they're just like
walls talk like it's
dialed in. Actually, there's one guy on TikTok's like, he's like, I was told that if you go to Italy for a month, you lose weight. And I was
don't
like,
know
okay,
about
so
that. Really?
he took pictures of everything he ate. He's like, I never eat this stuff back home. And it was like a lot of wine, a lot of bread, a lot of pasta.
Yeah.
Like, and he's constantly eating like affogatos and all this stuff. And he comes home and he's like 5 pounds lighter.
Oh,
And I got to
I
test
love
this
that.
theory out.
You have to go and test it.
I know, seriously.
I don't know whether that happened when I was there, but be nice.
It's all the
Yeah.
walking, probably.
It is a lot
Yeah.
of walking, a lot of coordinating with the team. There's probably like 10 people on our shoot. It's big. Yeah.
You know, there was a moment, and I want to know what this moment is for you. It's a pink skirt moment. So we call it the pink skirt moment. It was this moment when you feel like you've made it.
Yes.
And for my event for the Pink Skirt Project, there was this moment on the Wednesday when we were setting up for the event. And I walked into the venue and there was probably 30 people doing their thing, the AV team, the volunteers, and I looked around and I was like, oh my God, I did this. Like,
Yeah.
I
You
did
did that.
this.
Yeah.
This is like, there's no turning back. It's all coming to fruition. People are flying in from all over the world.
Yeah.
What
You're
was
locked
your
and loaded.
moment in this?
Oh, that's a good question. There's so many moments. I think there's moments all the time. But I would say my real moment would have been opening our Pacific Fair store. It's on the Gold Coast. It's on the Young Designer, Australian Designer section. It's around the corner from your Burberrys, your Gucci's, your big high-end brands. And
I was there in that shop.
Oh, you've been there?
Yeah, I've been there.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's
big
so beautiful.
glass.
Yeah, yeah.
So opening that store in that centre, because I used to go shopping in that centre with my mum when I was a little girl. Yeah.
And you're right next to like the big
brands.
names. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a real pinch me moment
Because the upstairs had like the designer stuff, right? And you were upstairs in that
Yeah.
place. Yes.
and
I remember.
underneath is Burberry. So I was like, that's
Oh,
pretty
you're just
cool.
above
my
Burberry?
neighbour.
Like, you're moving up in the world. They aren't, clearly.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, so
Oh
that was
my
a big moment.
Yeah.
But there's moments all the times when we're stocked now on like Shopbop and Anthropology in the States and big online players. So they're like crazy pinch me moments. I just think, how did this all happen? And I think a lot of the time as an entrepreneur, you don't sit back
That's it.
enough to reflect on your journey of how far you've come. And I think it's important to do so. I've
So-
tried to do it more. I encourage
Also,
anyone to really
I agree.
reflect.
But I also know if none of this surprises you,
Mm.
it's because it was meant to be,
Yes, this is true.
right? So like
Yeah.
you're on top of Burberry,
Yeah.
right? Not just in the same
Mm.
mall, but you're on top of them. And if you're like, wow, this is cool, and like, sure, you reflect on it, but if it doesn't surprise you, it's because it was meant to be. Like,
Yeah.
same with my event. I had Jillian Harris, Lori Harder, Jen Gottlieb. These are like dream list people that were on my stage. And I wasn't surprised.
Because it was meant to be.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, what did it, like if I was thinking I don't deserve this, why would they do that for me?
Yeah.
And whatever reason that brought them out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Because of you, because you're amazing.
Well, yeah.
Yes.
And then, so any plans on expanding outside of Australia? Like shops?
Ooh, well, now Kelowna after what happened
Apparently.
this morning. Apparently.
Yeah.
So we'll cap out about 20 retail stores in Australia just because we're quite, Australia is small, but we're quite specific of where we show up.
Yeah.
I think from a brand perspective, you've got to be very selective. So I am.
That's it. And I feel like every store that I've been into, because I was like doing secret shopper stuff too when I was like, it's like, I need to go test this out. It just felt like it belonged exactly where it was every time I went in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I know it's very strategic of you to do that.
No, I'll go there and sit, before we open a store, I'll go and sit outside and just watch.
Yes.
I'll watch the people, I'll watch what bags they're carrying, I'll watch what they look like, I'll watch their behaviours and really watch what they're doing.
Yeah.
So I think it's really important to do that because obviously retail stores, they're expensive to fit out.
Oh my, I can't
and
imagine.
grow. Yeah, so
It always boggles, like we try to do math, Dan, whenever we walk into a restaurant or a shop, we're like square footage, what like they have to be selling this much a day to even make it make sense for the day. And it's quite, yeah. I mean, you have to do this for 11 stores.
yeah. There's a formula that we have to plug in to work out,
Yeah.
you know, your rents and your revenue and your wages and things like that to make sure if you think it's going to hit X amount, it will be profitable.
Yeah.
So we definitely do that. So yeah, Australia first and New Zealand. I would love, you know, Kelowna, LA.
I know, I mean,
New York. It's a
Kelowna
dream,
is totally
but it's
like
coming.
Paris. In New York, you just come here. You got models.
I've got my model right
The
here.
Canadian model.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was one of your biggest failures in bringing this brand to life?
Ooh. Okay, biggest failure for me. There's failures all the time, right? We're always failing, but we need to learn to like get up quicker than we fell down.
Yeah.
I'm all about you fail, you get up quicker, get up quicker, because we're always going to fail. You don't fail, you don't grow, you don't learn. So it's important to fail, and I think people need to normalize failing and not taboo it, because if you're not failing, you don't grow. But the big one for me was not so long ago. I don't know whether I was trying to self-sabotage or maybe, or I was bored, there was something not quite right, and I decided to change the designs, the price point, and the marketing all at once.
Oh, jeez.
All at once when the Australian economy was not going well at all.
Oh, no.
And it did not work. It cost millions on the bottom line. It was a fail. It was a fail. But on the flip side of that, I've learnt how important brand is to stay true to who you are. Test one thing at a time,
Yeah.
not three.
Yeah.
And I think as a result of that, we've come out and I've come out bigger and stronger than I was before, which is really exciting. And this is the place I need to be right now for our growth plans. So
There you go.
there's always a silver lining.
Yeah, it's
There's
kind
always
of
a
like,
silver
you know, you
lining.
have like a health issue and you try to do 5 things at once, so you don't even know it was the thing that actually made you healthy again.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I feel like desperate time calls for desperate measures too. And there was probably a lot of people around you panicking, and you're like, let's do this.
It's been tough in Australia. The retail climate has been hard out there. It's getting better.
Yeah. Do you think
getting
COVID had anything to do with that?
No, we saw a huge spike. COVID, I didn't have a business, pretty much. No one was buying a dress. No one was going anywhere. So that was 3
Right. That's very true.
crazy years. But on the positive side, I had 2 babies during that period, and my
There you
husband
go.
was home, and I was home, and didn't have much work to do, so got to spend that time with them.
Yeah.
So there's always
Crazy
a positive.
time.
There's
Yeah.
always a positive that comes out of a negative.
Yeah. If you spin it that way, it's a good thing you didn't spiral. I'm glad you kept going,
Yeah.
because then I wouldn't have some of my favorite dresses.
Aw.
So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
What's in store for like Kivari 10.0?
10.0. So we've got the retail stores. My husband has left his corporate job and he has moved over to Kivari.
You retired your husband.
Pretty much retired him. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I did.
That's massive.
It's pretty cool.
And now you're going to go live in an RV for 3 months, because why
Yes.
not?
Be hanging up my dresses and my heels and my handbags for
I
3
will
months.
take pictures. Also,
Document the journey.
that would be fun.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
Just to travel.
Yeah.
The kids are still young at the moment.
Yeah.
Just get out there in nature. It's
yeah.
going to be amazing. And he
you
couldn't have
need
done
this.
that.
You need this. You'll be inspired by this.
Yeah.
Like I said, with the Liz Moody, who I just interviewed, she talks about like creative things and how to harness creativity is often found when we're not being entertained, right? So there's like a lot of
100%.
stimulation, like listening to
Yeah.
podcasts, watching a show, going to work, you need to be alone and you need to be in nature because it comes back full circle to like where it all started.
Yeah, I love this.
And
it's true.
it'll be so good for you.
Yeah.
You'll figure out what's like Kivari 2027 in these
And,
moments.
My team will be like, oh my God, she's gone away for a few months. She's going to come back with, because whenever I come to a conference or I'm away, I come back with so many ideas and I'm like, let's go. And they're all like, oh.
They're like, no, please don't go.
So
That's
it's
like
exciting. It's exciting.
when I go on my walks with my dog, it's when my assistant gets the most amount of Voxer messages. She's like, oh, Renee's in nature right now because I'm like, boo, boo.
It's true though. You get clear space to think
do.
and think differently, think clearer without the noise and background. It's same with design actually. Like at work, I really struggle being at work with, everyone in the office, which I love. But then you do need that alone time.
yeah.
And I often work back or I'll come in on the weekend sometimes just to get that few hours of quiet time and space to think creatively.
Yeah.
So I think it is important to create that space for yourself.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So okay, I have so many questions, but what's your favorite Kivari piece?
Ooh, my favourite Kivari piece. So the piece that pretty much launched the brand was this whitebird kimono. It was one of my third pieces I designed, and it was this little white kimono with like pink and quite floral, quite femme. And I sold so many, thousands and thousands. I kept ordering it, kept selling out, and it literally must have given me a couple of $100,000 of cash early on to a boost. It's that
that's
one
awesome.
product that you like. And I didn't particularly love it, but if you ask me what my favourite product is, I'd probably have to say that one made me a lot of money back then to give me a kickstart for the brand, because I've never had investors or any money put into the brand apart from my $200 at the market stall that I invested way back then. So
no investors.
No.
So just you.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, have you been approached by anybody or?
People kind of putting feelers out there trying to buy in, but I don't need to right now.
You're like,
But
nope.
No, I'm happy. I'm sole owner. It's all mine. It's my baby. It's my first baby.
And you did a great job
Thank you.
raising your
raising
baby.
her, baby Kivari. Yeah.
What's with the name?
Kivari is Kiki. And Ki is Kiki, and Vari is it means like essence of self in Hindu, like essence of self and by the water. It's got a few meanings. And I love the water.
Me too.
Yeah.
I love being
Kivari.
by the water, not in it. Funny thing.
Aw.
I'm a different person when I'm by the water. I grew up on a lake, lived on the ocean. When I'm by the ocean, specifically, it changes everything.
It does.
I
It's true.
secretly think I'm an ocean girl, not a mountain girl. And we live in the mountains.
Maybe you need to move to Manly.
I'm sure I could twist Dan's
Yeah.
arm. He loves it out there.
You've got the best of both worlds here, though. You've
Oh,
got the
I
beautiful mountains
know.
of like Kelowna is amazing.
Oh,
It
yeah.
is gorgeous.
Yeah, we do.
gorgeous.
I mean, I wish we had a boat day for you. Being on the boat, like April's an interesting month. If the year was good, the people can do a thing called the quadropolis, where you can go snowboarding in the morning,
No way.
mountain biking in the late morning, do a round of golf, go on the boat, or do a wine tour.
Wow.
All in one day.
Wow.
It only
That's like a
lasts
dream.
a couple weeks.
Wow.
Because the ski hill that we go to is 50 minutes away. So you get up early, go do a couple runs, do some mountain biking, round of golf, and then wine tour or boating.
No wonder you love it out here.
It is cool.
Yeah.
And winters are tough. We don't get much snow in the city. We shoveled our driveway twice this year,
Yeah.
maybe. But still, it's like winter. It's gloomy.
Wow.
But I digress. Kivari is in a shop in Kelowna.
Yeah.
Bohème Collective.
Bohème Collective.
And that's where I
Yes.
first discovered you. You can go to Kivari.com and you can order online.
Yep.
Or you can become friends with Kiki and she'll bring you shit.
Please follow me, Kiki.
Follow Kiki. Okay, before we go though, I do have one last question.
Far away. I'm ready.
When I ask you what it means to be a wild woman, what is that to you?
Making bold moves. Making big, bold moves is what it means to me. And I feel I do it very well.
And you do it with such grace.
Thank you.
My favorite quote by Stevie Nicks is, if you're gracious, you've already won the game. And that's you.
Yeah. Thank you.
So people want to go online to find you,
Yes.
to get some gear. Where can they go?
Kivari.com. Hang on, we're in America here. Canada, sorry. Oh my God.
Get out.
Stop. Kivari.com.
And then your IG, your Instagram?
Yeah. Kiki_Keyser, Keysers.
Yes. Love it.
Come find me, follow me.
Well, thanks for coming
Yeah.
all the way from Australia just for this interview.
Oh my gosh, it's been amazing.
We were
It's been
supposed to
amazing.
do this
Thank
when I
you
was
for having me.
when I was in Australia too, but you were here for Empire Builders and
Yeah.
love it. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Renee. Thank you for having me.